Hello friends, I'm Shashi Sharma from SS English Learning Center. Today I will talk about the book written by me. It's a story book comprising of 17 storybooks. Now this is the book which I would like to introduce, and at the back you can see my pic. I just want to read this book to you. I every day I will be reading a story for you people. So please acknowledge the same, and I would be great because during this corona period only I wrote this and got published, and it's easily available on Amazon for rupees 120. The name of the storybook is Trial and Triumph by Shashi Sharma. See, the first in the index, the first story is about the village temple. The second is what lies beneath, and third is you can count on me, different shades of rain, down the memory lane, friends forever, horrifying memories of Binsa, past versus present, reflection, the last escape, the lost spring, the mist around the moon, the mystery girl, the parents' inspiration, the precious gift, the pure soul, the last sermon. So today I will read out the first story, that is the village temple. Now, this time during my summer vacation, I plan to enjoy village life on a hill station with my family. Checking Google, we found that Almora would be a suitable village to visit. We decided to go by road to enjoy nature's beauty along the way. We started our journey around at 2:30 in the morning, and we reached Kanchi Dham around 12:30 in the afternoon. It's a beautiful place of it comprises of temples where a lot of the locals and the tourists, they also visit that place. Now we clicked some pictures and had tea on the way. Then we proceeded further to Kharna on the Rani Khet route. The road was rough and it was quite hot. We were feeling a bit tired. Our destination was a village on Sitla Khet route, which was still some distance away. We were hungry, but we wanted to reach before it got dark. At last, we reached our destination around 4:30 in the evening. We had booked our rooms in a nearby resort. We rested for a bit and came out to enjoy the cool breeze. It was pleasant at the top of the hill, set amidst the beauty and tranquility of the hills for a profusion of vegetation, dhamas, and was a perfect getaway from the hustle and bustle of city life. It had an abundance of opportunities to make our holidays enjoyable and also have a calming effect on us. I clicked many pics of my daughter and two grandchildren. The old styles of homes and traditional decor always attracted me. I began talking to some of the villagers regarding interesting stories and myths of their village. I asked them about the village temple that I had come across on the way. They told me that many unnatural deaths keep taking place due to accidents and other more creepy. There was not much light. Internet does not work at such a height. Phones are of no use. You can't call anyone if you are caught in a dangerous situation. The houses are scattered on hills. Four of us started walking fast to reach our resort, which was 2 kilometers away. The birds were returning to their nest and making a lot of chirping noises as if they were praying together before sleep. We caught sight of baboons screeching and swinging from the trees while eating wild fruits. Listening to the horror stories from the villagers, the darkness added to our unease, giving us goosebumps. A marriage was taking place in the neighboring village. As per the villager, a special prayer and animal sacrifice is also performed to keep the paranormal activities at bay. It is a must-do tradition of the people of the hills. We kept on moving fast and reached the village temple near our resort. It was a small but of very old structure. Lots of crows were perched on the tree, and the flapping of their wings created strange noises. The temple had been constructed on a high mound surrounded by huge trees. We felt scared to climb the mount. We bowed our heads to pay our respects and moved towards our resort. We breathed a deep sigh of relief after reaching there. We all discussed the stories told by the old villager. After some time, we had our dinner and went to our rooms. At around 1:30 that night, the light went off suddenly. I tried to sleep but could not, as the mild echo of the puja being performed in the neighboring village could be heard even at that time of night. As I closed my eyes, I felt a loud wing flapping on against my window pane. It was dark, so I didn't get up. My grandson was sleeping by my side. He started crying as if he was having a bad dream. I tried hard to wake him up to come out of his dream, though he did not get up, but he stopped crying. I could not sleep after that, hence I started praying to make myself calm, and I waited for the morning. Around 5 a.m. in the morning, I prepared tea for myself and tried to look outside. I saw fingerprints on my window pane. On seeing this, I recalled the whole incident and for the first time started believing in what the villager had told me about the temple. At breakfast time, my daughter also narrated the same incident which had happened to her also in her room. Both of us planned not to go near the temple to get away from the menacing atmosphere. We planned to visit nearby places and markets. We clicked pictures of natural beauty around us. On the third day, after breakfast, we left the resort on our journey back home. This incident is still alive in my mind. I don't want that ki after listening this story you start believing in this or no, but I don't know whether I experienced the same. So I started believing in supernatural paranormal activities because I had 2-3 incidents happen with me during my journey. Not only this, even in other journeys. So wait and watch for my next story to hear. Thank you.